as soon as it fades out, right?
Yep.
בואי, תני לי יד ונלך, אל תשאלי אותי לאן, תשאלי אותי על אושר, אולי גם הוא יבוא, כשהוא יבוא, ירד עלינו כמו גשם. בואי, נתחבק ונלך, אל תשאלי אותי מתי, אל תשאלי אותי על בית, אל תבקשי ממני זמן, נחכה לו, עוצר לא נשאר.
ሌሊት ከጭቃ ላይ ፈረስ ቢጥልህ ወንድም ያትኛልድ ማንም አላየህ ልኩን ተጠንቀቅ ቀን እንዳይጥልህ ልኩን ተጠንቀቅ ቀን
Evening, everyone. Sharon, can you hear me? Fantastic. Good evening. What a pleasure to see everyone together. This is not the usual way we come together for a Humash ceremony. And like so many other things we've done over the past months, it feels like a huge blessing to come together in this new way. As you either know or are about to find out, this ceremony is about journeys, as Parshat Lech Lecha that our children begin studying when they begin studying Humash. It too is about journeys. And, you know, none of us expected journeys, as our children learn, they have knowns and unknowns. And we all know that so profoundly right now. None of us expected this turn in our journey. And yet, as I look out at these Zoom screens, I feel profoundly blessed to be on this journey with all of you, with its knowns and unknowns, with the twists and turns, with the pieces we carry forward with us, and the things we try in new ways. So thank you all for being here this evening. Kita Gimel, Mazal Tov. We are inspired by your Torah, by your words of Torah, and thank you for being the reason that we're all able to come together on this journey. And with that, there are many more people to thank. I will turn it over with my thanks to Sharon Shirofsky-Mack, our lower school head. And again, Mazal Tov and welcome.
Good evening, everybody. We are so happy to see you. Kita Tamar, welcome. We're so proud of you. Teachers, parents, special guests, and community members. I just wanted to start off by saying that very often when we think about generation to generation, we focus on what has come before and what we've received. And tonight, almost more than ever, in the midst of a pandemic, seeing what you are creating and what you are sharing with us, your words of Torah, your flexibility, your openness to learning, your beautiful words, they're very inspiring to us. And seeing all of this really is something that I imagine many years from now that future generations will learn from you as you pass down these values to them. I can almost imagine in the Heschel archives, the Humash ceremony of 2020 standing out as so extraordinary in these ways. I wanted to thank especially a whole lot of people. It takes a lot of people to put this together. So Naomi for your beautiful songs, including the harmony, and to do that all over Zoom, it's pretty amazing. Max, you're guiding the children in making such creative collages about their journeys. Just wait till everybody sees them a little later. Gideon, thank you for your production of the video of the journeys of the artwork. Tali, thank you for your leadership and for creating the haikus with the children. I know that was a highlight for you, working with them in that way. Maya, for behind the scenes, all the work that you did in the midst of a lot going on for you to facilitate this production. And to Meredith and to Netta, thank you for teaching the students every day and for teaching them such important lessons, both the content and the way that you teach them. Rabbi Ann, this is a labor of love. It's amazing what you have contributed and how you led this beautiful endeavor. In addition to working with the children on their lines, you're a video producer, it turns out, not just a rabbi, who knew? But also just the way that you connect the children to Torah, to Humash. It's very beautiful. Rivka, your incredible artistic vision to help us transform this ceremony to this setting is incredible. Your conception of the ideas directing different elements of this program, thank you. Gabe, video extraordinaire, videographer extraordinaire, thank you for your video genius. Donnie, Zach, Angel, the entire tech team and the facilities team, thank you to each of you. And with that, I'd like to turn to the children who want to thank you, the guests and the special visitors.
Thank you, family, for coming to my Humash ceremony. Love you all. Benny.
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa and Safta. I really miss you guys. I hope I can see you soon. And I hope you enjoy the celebration.
Hi, Papa. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Gabi. Hi, Donnie. I love you guys. Thanks for joining. I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Hi, Marga, Papa Joe, Brent, Ayn, and Papa. I'll miss you at my Humash ceremony.
Thank you, Nom, Grandma, and Grandpa for coming to my Humash ceremony.
Hi, Grandpa, Papa, and Papa. Thank you for coming to my Humash ceremony. I love you. I love my family. Thank you for joining my Humash ceremony.
Hi, Papa. Hi, Safta. I love you so much. I wish you were here. Hello, family. I love you. Hi, Grandma Andy and Grandpa Marty. I love you. Hi, Grandma Nina and Grandpa Jean. I love you.
Hola, Tata Isaba y Boba y Zayda. Los amo. Hi, Grandmother and Uncle John. I hope you have a nice year, and I hope you enjoy my Humash ceremony. Hi, Sab and Safta. Bye, and I love you. Hi, Grandpa Joe and Grandma Vi, and Sab and Safta. I can't wait to see you at my Humash ceremony this week.
Hi, Poppy and Babby. Wish you were here. Shalom lemoni meYerushalayim, v'shalom leYeshayahu, leLili, veLehan Yari.
Thank you, everybody, for coming to my Humash. I want to say a big welcome and thank you to all my family who have joined tonight. Mom, Dad, Ava, Bubby, Omi, Saba, Zadie, Tara, Ari, Mike, Julie, Joshi, and Don.
Erev Tov, good evening and Mazal Tov to all of you. When I think about what is at the very essence of studying Torah, an ancient rabbinic teaching comes to mind. The rabbis teach that a bat kol,
the voice of God comes down from the heavens to settle a difference of opinion between the rabbis. The Bat Kol says, Elu ve'elu divrei Elohim chaim, which translates to both these and those are the words of the living God. Today, you will see divrei Elohim chaim in every aspect of your children's learning. Your children's Torah doesn't only live in the verses that they study. It is embodied in their singing, in their art, their dancing, and their questions and fascinating interpretations. But maybe most importantly, your children have learned that bringing Torah to life through learning is best done together in chavruta and in community. And this, you will see in this beautiful video, that there are parts where students collaborated and others that they had the opportunity to work in their cohorts or as a class. I invite you to experience for yourself, Elu ve'elu divrei Elohim chaim. Rabbi Ann.
I just want to add a couple of words so people understand what they're seeing. There was a lot of work, as Tali said, that was done by class and by cohort. And then the students also broke up into special interest groups. So some did singing, some did haikus, some did Torah reading, some worked on a very special secret part of the dance that you'll see. And I just wanted to offer that by way of explanation that some parts of the ceremony you're about to see will include students from the whole grade, and other parts will be just focused on Kitat Tamar. So with that, enjoy the learning presentation.
Come with me across the river, far across the great divide. Come with me across the river to the other side. Come with me across the river, far across the great divide. Come with me across the river to the other side. Pack up your things and go to a land that I will show you. For no other reason than to join me on this journey into the great unknown, where mysteries await you. You've got too much to give to live your life alone. Come with me across the river, far across the great divide. Come with me across the river to the other side. Come with me across the river, far across the great divide. Come with me across the river to the other side. Rabbi Heschel taught that we are closer to God when we are asking questions than when we think we have the answers.
Here are some of the questions we asked when we started studying Humash and Avram's journey.
What did God say when God spoke to Avram? I think God was introducing himself to Avram. God already knew who Avram was, but God needed to tell Avram to do a mitzvah. אני חושב שהשם אמר לאברהם לעשות מצווה. לבוא לישראל זאת מצווה. How did God speak to Avram? Maybe Avram just felt a message come to him, even though there was no voice. Or maybe God spoke to Avram in a dream. איך השם דיבר אל אברהם? אולי השם דיבר אל אברהם בחלום. Maybe God did speak in words, but they were words that only Avram could hear. אולי אדוני כן דיבר במילים, אבל הן המילים שרק אברהם היה יכול לשמוע. Why did God want Avram to go on a journey? In the new place, it would be easier for God to see Avram. Where Avram lived, there were a lot of tall trees.
But in the new place, it would be the desert, so God could always see Avram. אני חושבת שהשם אמר לאברהם ללכת למדבר כדי שהשם יוכל לראות את אברהם בקלות.
Why did God choose Avram? Avram was naive. We usually think of naive as a bad quality, but for God it was a good quality. Because if you are naive, you believe what people tell you, and God needed someone who would believe God. אני חושב שהשם בחר באברהם כי הוא היה תמים, והשם רצה מישהו שיאמין בו. I think that Avram knew to listen to God, and God knew that Avram was the one that would listen to God. So actually, they chose each other. אני חושבת שאברהם ידע לשמוע בקול השם, והשם ידע שאברהם ישמע בקולו. למעשה, הם בחרו אחד את השני.
I think that God was watching Avram for his whole life. God knew that Avram would be strong enough to do all the things that God would need him to do. אני חושבת שהשם הכיר את אברהם. השם ידע שהוא חזק. הוא יעשה את כל מה שהשם יגיד לו לעשות. Why did God need Avram to go on a journey? God wants Avram to be a good person. And if you explore the world, it makes you a better person. Because you know more about other people. Hashem omer לאברהם לצאת למסע כדי שהוא יראה מקומות חדשים וילמד על אנשים. We wondered how Avram felt about God asking him to go on a journey. I think he felt worried because he didn't know where he was going, but he also felt excited to discover a new place. Avram התרגש לראות מקום חדש. I think he felt proud that God chose him for such a noble job. I also personally think that he is brave because he doesn't know anything about where he is going. Avraham amis ki hu lo yodea le'an hu holech.
We also wondered what traits would be useful on this journey. I think God was looking for someone with these traits: adventurous, strong, and clever. And Avram had all of them. Hashem חיפש מישהו הרפתקן, חזק וחכם. לאברהם היו את כל התכונות האלו.
To the
to leave his land, his birthplace, and his father's house. We wondered which would be hardest to leave. It would be hardest to leave his father's house because that is where Abraham's grandpa lived. His father's house had all of his memories of his grandpa in it. That would be really hard to leave. הכי קשה לאברהם לעזוב את הבית של אבא שלו כי שם היו לו זיכרונות של סבא שלו.
I agree with Leah. It was definitely hardest to leave his father's house because he isn't just leaving the house, he is leaving his father. אברהם עוזב לא רק את הבית אלא גם את אבא שלו.
I think it was his homeland that was hardest to leave because he was born there, and if he goes he might forget about where he's from. הכי קשה לאברהם לעזוב את הארץ שבה נולד כי אולי hu ishkach me'eifo hu ba. It would definitely be hardest to leave his land. Because if he leaves his land, he's leaving everyone he ever knew. Also, if you leave your land to go to a new land, he'd have to leave a lot of things behind. Avram couldn't carry all the stuff with him to a new land. קשה לאברהם לעזוב את הארץ שלו, כי הוא לא יכול לקחת את כל הדברים שלו ואת כל החברים שלו.
It might be scary to leave his land. I have never left my country. If Avraham leaves his land, there would be a lot of new people and everything would be different. בארץ החדשה הכל שונה ואברהם לא מכיר את האנשים, זה ממש מפחיד. Will he survive? Will he be okay? Will he make it?
God promises Avram that he is going to be a Goy Gadol, a great nation, and also that he will be blessed. We wondered which was more important to Avram. I think being a great nation is the most important because you will get to decide on what a culture or society will be like. זה חשוב להיות מנהיג של גוי גדול, כי אז אברהם יכול להחליט הכל בקהילה החדשה. I also think being a great nation is most important because that means that Avram would have an effect on a lot of people. להיות גוי גדול זה מאוד חשוב, כי אז הוא יכול להשפיע על הרבה אנשים. God also tells Avram that he will have Shem Gadol, a big name. I think this means that Avram is going to have a big role in the world. אם לאברהם יש שם גדול, הוא יהיה חשוב בעולם. As you listen to our last song, please enjoy the artwork we created. We imagine places of wonder we would like to journey to.
I know that Netta and Meredith want to say a couple of words to the children now.
Hi everyone, כל הכבוד ילדים. אתם עשיתם עבודה מצוינת. We're so proud of all of your hard work. You did beautifully on the ceremony. You practiced so much and you made an absolutely beautiful memory. כל הכבוד. It is so exciting to start this journey of Torah learning with all of you. You've learned so much already in these few short months, but this is only the beginning. We can't wait to be here on this adventure with you as you learn Torah and learn to love it truly. כל הכבוד.
And it's not just us, your teachers, who really want to bless you and tell you how amazing you are and let everyone know what a great job you did. It's your parents. They want to bless you as well. And they have created a special nameplate for you, a special book plate inside of your Humash. So parents, right now is a time when you can get together with your children and share the book plate with them. Take a few moments, just bask in the wonderful evening and the work that your children have done. Share these personal blessings, and we will be back in a few minutes. And we'll have some music, and we'll be back.
You do not know. blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. Lechi lach. And I shall make your name great. Lech lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi lach, to the place that I will show you. L'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, lechi lach.
In a moment, we are going to conclude with a very special blessing, but first I'd like to say a couple of words to all of the parents here this evening. Our students, as you just saw, begin their study of Humash with Genesis 12, the story of Avram's journey. But they also circle back to the previous chapter to study Avram's family tree. And they learn that, in fact, it was Terach, Avram's father, who actually begins the journey from his homeland in Ur Kasdim to the land of Haran. And Abraham continues this journey from Haran to the land of Canaan. So you might say that Abraham's family was actually in the journey business. And from this perspective, Abraham's journey is profoundly a moment of continuity with his past and his family. But there's another way of looking at it, because Rashi points out that if you do some very simple math, you find out that when Avram left Haran, his father, Terach, was still alive. So from this perspective, Avram's leaving was actually a moment of discontinuity with his family. It was a new beginning for him. Parents, for some of you, this moment of your child receiving a Humash is important because it is a powerful moment of continuity, of passing down the values that were passed down to you by your parents and their parents. Some of you may even have had your own Humash ceremonies. And for others of you, this moment of your child receiving a Humash is important precisely because it is a new beginning. It's a chance to give your children values and traditions that will sustain and inspire them, and which may not have been part of your own life when you were their age. I'd like to suggest tonight that for all of us, this ceremony, this Humash ceremony 2020, is both. It is a moment of continuity, and it is also a new beginning. Because no matter how far back your family's commitment to Torah goes, this moment is the beginning of your child's unique relationship with Torah. And by the same token, whatever your background may be at this moment, when your child receives his or her Chumash, he or she is becoming a link in a chain that goes back as far as Moshe Kibel Torah Misinai. Moses received the Torah from Sinai and passed it on to Joshua, and on and on and on until the moment when the Torah is now being passed to your children. So we want to end by enfolding your children in the Torah, remote style, and by sharing some words of blessing. But first, usually at a Chumash ceremony, I read from the Torah scroll before the blessing. But this year, I got a little bit of help from the third graders in reading a few psukim before my blessing.
ויאמר אדוני אל אברהם לך לך מארצך וממולדתך ומבית אביך אל הארץ אשר אראך ויעשך לגוי גדול וברכך והגדלה שמך ויהיה ברכה וברך מברכך ומקללך האור ונברכו בך כל משפחות האדמה. וילך אברהם כאשר דיבר אליו אדוני, וילך איתו לוט. ואברהם בן 5 שנים ו70 שנה בצאתו מחרן. ויקח אברהם
את שרה אשתו ולוט בן אחיו.
וכולכם אשר רכשו את הנפש אשר עשו בחרן.
ויצאו ללכת ארצה כנען, ויבואו ארצה כנען.
ויעבור אברהם בארץ עד מקום שכם, עד אלון מורה, והכנעני אז בארץ.
וירא אדוני אל אברהם, ויאמר לזרעך אתן את הארץ הזאת.
ויבן שם מזבח לאדוני הנראה לך.
ויעתק משם ההרה מקדם לבית אל, ויתורה בית מים, והי מקדם, ויבן שם מזבח לאדוני, ויכרע השם אדוני. ויישא אברהם הלוך לעשור הנגבה.
מי שברך אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, ואימותינו שרה, רבקה, Rachel, ולאה. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless these wonderful, creative, resourceful, and resilient children. Kita Gimel, as you celebrate this amazing moment of your Humash ceremony, you are standing in front of the sacred Torah scroll and also sitting next to someone who loves you. We wish for you that as you set out on your journeys in life, you will always be surrounded by those who love you and sustained by the teachings of our tradition. May you, like Avram, have the sensitivity to hear what God is calling you to do in life and the courage to pursue that path. And let us all say together, Amen.
Wow, so moving. Kama meragesh. Thank you so much for joining us for this special moment. It is the celebration of learning with family and our community and our friends that elevates the moment to one that we remember forever. So thank you. Erev Tov. We wish you all a wonderful rest of the evening and Mazal Tov. Mazal Tov.
Come with me across the river, far across the great divide. Come with me across the river to the other side. Come with me across the river, far across the great divide. Come with me across the river to the other side. Pack up your things and go to a land that I will show.
Have a good night, everyone.